We are joined by Tom Layton. He is Akamai Technologies CEO. And Tom, thanks for being here. Trying to figure out the street's reaction to this because your earnings per share, your revenue, both better than anticipated. But this acquisition of Linode is really taking the company in a different direction. You guys are an internet bandwidth pioneer. You're all about making sure you have delivery for content. And you've moved into security in the last couple of years, too. What does this mean, this new direction into the cloud?
I think Linode really completes the picture. Akamai was long known as the world's best CDN and, of course, a very fast-growing security business to protect the world's major enterprises. And now with Linode, with the very easy compute function in the cloud, you put that together and Akamai becomes the world's most distributed cloud platform. And from cloud to edge, enabling developers and enterprises to build their apps, run their apps, deliver their apps, and secure their apps, all on the Akamai platform. So really an exciting step forward for Akamai.
Why do you think the street is reacting the way it is? Do they look at this and think, okay, they're not sure you can pull off a cloud acquisition? Do they look at this and think you paid too much? What's the knee-jerk reaction here?
No, I think this is a very good value for shareholders. And I think they understand that we can execute well. In fact, our most recent acquisition of Guardicore doing extremely well. When we closed that deal towards the end of last year, we were projecting revenues this year of 30 to 35 million. And now, because of the success we've had, we're almost doubling that. So I think they know we can execute. And I think it'll take some time for them to really understand what this is all about and just how important it is for Akamai's shareholders.
When you talk about cloud, though, obviously this is a space that has been very well kind of camped out. You've got Amazon, who had years of a head start in this arena, Microsoft, who is huge with this. You've got Google, who is huge in the mix, and even IBM, who's been pushing at this. Are there room for smaller players?
Well, sure. This is an enormous market. And we've competed with the giant companies for over 10 years now and competed very successfully at what we're really good at. In fact, those large companies are among our largest customers. They use our services to deliver at scale with very low latencies and high performance. They use our services to secure their most important applications. And I expect they'll use our services now in the context of being the world's most distributed cloud company for applications where you really care about scale on demand, global reach, low latency, and of course, security.
You think that they will use your cloud offerings as well? I don't understand. How is the cloud offering complementary to what an Amazon or a Google already has, Microsoft?
Well, I think they already have content delivery. They already offer security services. And yet they use ours because we're really good at those things. We really give the best performance. In fact, we help secure those companies against all sorts of vulnerabilities. For example, Log4j. The world's leading companies, a lot of them were protected by Akamai and not impacted by that very serious vulnerability. I think the same will be true going forward with ransomware and our Guardicore capabilities. So yes, I expect them to use us for applications where you really care about how it performs and its security and global scalability on demand.
In the fourth quarter for Akamai, you did see international revenue up by 13%. That pretty widely outpaced the growth for the U.S., where the revenue was up by 2%. What's it like in the international market right now versus opportunities in the U.S. market?
I think very strong, especially in APJ, seeing very strong growth. Obviously, many of the world's largest companies there, a lot of internet users and expansion there. So very strong. Of course, the dollar increasing in value hurts a little bit with foreign currency headwinds. But despite that, still forecasting strong growth for 22 and beyond.
And Tom, let's talk a little bit about chip shortages. All these shortages that we hear, is this a problem that affects you guys in any way, shape, or form?
It's not a big factor for us, and in part that's because we've really built out our supply chain. We experienced the crush when the pandemic hit because of the sudden increase in demand for the internet services that we offer, really across the board, traffic through to security. And so we built out ahead, and that put us in good shape right now. There are pockets here and there where we notice it. We're keeping a close eye on it, but by and large, we're in very good shape.